Hi guys, this is Frontend Serge, and today I'm gonna tell you how to install very popular CSS framework, Tailwind CSS, and how to just start using it. It's just 5 minutes or even less. So we start from popular code editor, Visual Studio Code. So we start a new project. So I have a demo project folder. So here we just create a Tailwind CSS project here, and we open it. So yeah, and in this case we run terminal, and here we are. We have a terminal, and then we can start typing the commands. But first of all, we need to initialize a project from npm, and in this case npm init -y. We don't really want to have any questions during the way. So we have this package JSON file created. So here we have project names. So we Tailwind CSS tutorial. We can do it like this. So it's the first version, and we have demo of install. Yeah, we can use GitHub Copilot. I use it a lot, and so it really helps. I can use something like this. So yeah, index.js, probably we're just gonna decide what we're gonna use. Yeah, and we have some starting test script, but we don't really need it right now. Okay, so we have it on my other computer. We have commands that we can use in order to install Tailwind, and in this case, so it's npm install -the development mode, so Tailwind CSS, and we're gonna run it. So we're installing this in our project. So we have node modules folder with all this stuff here, and here in dependencies, developer dependencies, we have Tailwind CSS module. We see it. After this, we need to init it. So we call this command npx Tailwind CSS init in order to create configuration file. And here we are. We have tailwind config.js. So this file tells Tailwind compiler where we have our source files, and do we have any settings. We're gonna talk about this in the next videos. Do we use some plugins and so stuff like this. So we have some standard configuration from Tailwind CSS documentation, and I'm gonna paste it right now here. So I'm pasting from MacBook Pro. So anything that is located in a folder with src and inside with some kind of any kind of depth of this tree of folders, we just any HTML file that uses Tailwind CSS classes and any JS files that use them going to be compiled, and then you're going to have it in the final CSS file for your project. But also, if for example you're going to use some TypeScript, so it's just going to be TSX files, for example, and TS files if used, but typically it's more for TypeScript files, and very popular is JSX, because it's stuff we use when we have React, things like this. But right now, for simplicity, we just can leave it like this in our demo. In this case, we just need to create our new folder. So create new folder called src, and in this folder we create a new file with the source for input.css. We have basic Tailwind CSS imports. We don't need compile. It's enough just to paste basic things. So we import from Tailwind base base styles, components, and utilities, and that's basically it. And this is what we need to have in order to build Tailwind CSS files, output files. And right now we're gonna run the build process that takes input .css file, this one, and we just can we use this output file, output CSS, and also we use watch mode. So every time we change this file, we gonna every time we change our source files, we just have output file updated. So it says no utility classes were detected in your source files because we don't have any, and we need to double check the content of your configuration or either add some files. And yeah, so it was done. But so we close input CSS because we sorry man, once again it wasn't saved, but we need to add it and to save it. And we have it in our build mode. So, and here like we have basic styles already there. So yeah, we can like see like the Tailwind CSS styles already in the output file. So yeah, in this case we can create some index HTML file. In our src file we just create index.html, and yeah, we just paste the source file. What do we have here? So we use output CSS as a CSS file, and it's quite simple. It's hello world, and we can modify it from Tailwind CSS, and here we are. And if we want to preview, we just can use stuff that I have. We can show preview hello world from Tailwind CSS. We got it. So we started local server, and yeah, it's like it served as this Tailwind CSS because we have 3 styles from Tailwind. So it's text 3XL, so it's the size of the text. By default, all the H1, H2, and all these headers, all these tags, they don't have any styling Tailwind by default. So even for H1, you need just to say that it's quite big, and for example, it's font bold. So we have it bold, and in this case, we're just gonna have it rebuilt, because rebuilding, we changed our source file and we got it. And underline just looks a bit strange. In this case, we just can add something like some padding to it, some margin to it. So we had to like, and we can BG gray like 100, for example. So we have created some kind of a card, and we can add some rounded or like rounded MD. So this class says that this is going to be rounded corners. If you just want to make it darker, so we can do it like this, and padding looks like just a bit small for this font size, so like this one, or even like 4. And here we are. So we have our Tailwind set up, and we have our project ready, and yeah, we can use it to build simple Tailwind CSS layouts. And for sure we can use it also with React and any kind of JavaScript framework that you prefer. And we're going to cover this in next videos. But anyway, like for many projects, this is going to be just fine. And you can like create like if you have design in Figma, you can create a layout in HTML, Tailwind CSS, and you can preview it. Yeah, thanks for watching. It was Front-End Serge, and if you want to learn more, like follow my channel and write comments if you want some more information about installation. Bye.